Yo, today I'm doing an IG live right now. I got my lady with me, Kika, Mela. Well, it's not on you yet. But she's helping me with my hip and stuff like that, get my muscles firing and stuff. So I have a bad hip. A lot of people don't know about it, but I do. And this is the lady right here who helps me. See the size difference? This is the one lady who puts the most pain on me ever when it comes to like getting my body right. So hopefully you guys gain some type of knowledge and see the new equipment that she has. So harness helps me with my core. She has the time to explain it better than I do because she she invented it. So if you want to tell them a little bit about this.
Okay, absolutely. So what we have here is a Kiro core trainer. And it's a core training harness that actually can train Anthony's core 360 around his body. But we're going to use it today to focus more on his hips. We've already worked on him this morning and got his muscles to fire better. We're going to reinforce it now with some real specific activation exercises to kind of wake up his muscles a little bit more to prepare him for his workout today. It's a very specific today, but it can be extremely general, and it can deal with strength, it can deal with endurance, and it can deal with a lot of stability if we wanted to do more.
This also helps with my punching power because we work my core and warm it up. So everybody's always asking, like, how do you gain your knockout power? And this is one of the reasons why I have it. So everybody pay attention to this that want to have knockout powers. I get asked all the time. So
and genetics and a lot of genetics and hard work.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, so how we want to do this?
We're just gonna, when he's ready and he's gonna start doing his thing, we're just gonna do a couple little exercises. We've already done enough for you today, so we're just gonna reinforce a little bit what we did earlier and be a little bit more specific.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay.
See how we put this thing on. We're gonna try and set this up. How we gonna do this?
So I know we worked on the right hip today, right trunk rotation. I also want to work a little bit on your left trunk rotation, but we're going to reinforce those anterior muscles with adduction as well today. So we're going to do what we did earlier.
Okay.
So
Whenever we finish, she'll explain how everything works. Because I don't know. Not that great.
Okay, and it's sorry, but it's really boring too. Sorry, at the moment we're not doing anything fancy right now. Okay, I just want you to stand on your right leg and get that knee up and just hold. There we go. There we go. And relax. And you're gonna stand on this leg a little bit, and we need to get this one.
Okay.
And stand. Hold. What I want you to do is I want you to put that right hip a little bit forward, and you're going to rotate to your right gently, and we're going to engage that right trunk rotation, which we already treated today, and back to center. So now we're just going to reinforce what we did earlier. And again, rotate to the right and hold. And relax everything. We're going to challenge it a little bit deeper into rotation.
Yeah.
So you're gonna put this in the front there, and now rotate to your right again.
Rotate to my right?
Yep, and now you're gonna feel a little bit more at the end range. So you get more of that end range strength.
Yeah.
And relax, back to center. And I want you to a little bit more athletic stance. Don't worry about stretching out that Achilles. I want that hip to heel up. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit on this left side because this will help get that right glute, all the right hip external rotators, but I want to get them the posterior chain. You guys are working on posterior chain today, so we're going to wake them up a little bit more.
So it's standard?
Actually, we're going to do single leg stands right now. So just going to hold, single leg holds. Okay. And you're going to stand on your left leg, so we're going to get your hip internal rotators, but the posterior chain side of them a little bit more. And relax. And now you're going to stand on the right side. So this way, I want to get those glutes involved. Now we're getting those glutes on that right leg. And relax. Now, left leg slightly forward. We're going to do some rotational isometrics just to engage this posterior Go ahead and turn to the right.
This way?
Sorry, my bad. To the left. Hold. And relax. Now we're getting your trunk rotators, and rotate to the left again. And we're emphasizing the posterior muscles of trunk rotation. And back to center. And rotate to the left. There we go. And if I wanted to emphasize more the front muscles, which I'm going to do in a minute, I would go behind you and back to center. Now we're going to challenge it a little bit deeper. Keep the arm where you had it. And now rotate to the left and hold. Now we're going to finish up with, we're going to focus on the front muscles a little bit in rotation because that's what we had to treat today. So you're going to do right leg slightly forward. And you're going to rotate to your right. There we go. Perfect. Is that okay there?
Yeah. Huh? It works your core. It like gets everything firing and all of that good stuff. So hopefully whenever we go out there, I don't pass out from trying to get it done.
I want to just see the knee flexion. Let's just check on that and let me know if there's anything that when we go backwards at all.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay.
All right.
Good with that, yeah.
Good with this?
Sweating.
All right, I'm already sweating, just warming up. Kika, can you explain?
Okay, so what we already worked on today with Anthony was his right hip internal rotation and his right trunk rotation. His core engagement is really, really important for his stability, not only his hips, but it also helps open up the hips. If he's shifted, he loses range of motion in the hips. So what we did was reinforce waking up the muscles that we did earlier today, and then reinforced it again with some activation. Because they're working on posterior chain as well with Corey, we also wanted to wake up some of his posterior muscles and in ranges that we think he might need today. This was really specific to Anthony's problems, but it can be used really, really general as hip opening up, wake up the hips, open up the hips, especially for fighters if you're getting on the ground or if you need to work on your rotation and power. Comes from the bottom up, so it kind of helps generate that force and bring together the top and bottom half. And he can do it in motion. He can do it because the rings slide. He can do it in so many different ways and actively and very dynamically. He doesn't have to be stationary like we were today, but today was a purpose. He can use it for strength training, endurance training. He can even run with it on, depends on what they want him to do. He can do takedown drills with it and a lot of resisted drills in that sense. So that's what we did.
Hopefully y'all got all of that.
If there's any questions, have somebody ask me.
Yeah, her Instagram is
at Kiro Core on Instagram and www.kiroconcepts on the web, so you can check it out.
All right, guys. Hopefully you got some type of knowledge from it. Wasn't a lot because we didn't have that much time, but I'm about to get my training going anyway, so hopefully you guys like it and enjoy. So thank you guys for tuning in.